Welcome back. This is Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. So good to, and thank you so much for staying tuned since the beginning of the show. Thankfully, I have my special guest with me in the studio. The traffic wasn't smiling on us, but at least we have quite a few minutes to wrap up the show, and I'm happy to have her, join us in the studio. She is a popular Nigerian-born singer, songwriter, and yes, indeed, the song you just listened to right now is a song that she just released, her latest release. Like I said, she is a singer, artist, songwriter, someone who's been singing before the incident that happened in October 9th, 2020, when she got shot by an angry police ex-fiancé in the head for not carrying out, the plans or carrying on with the plans, with the marriage. But thankfully, she's found a way to pick up herself. Now she's even released the song. How do you release a song, after all of these things, and start to live life as normal again. So good to have you in the studio. Joy Easy.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad I made it.
I
Thank you
am
so much.
yeah, I know. It's I'm glad you made it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's life been for you?
It's just by the mercies of God. That's what I would say. But life is not treating me fine, but the mercies of God has to come in. I find mercy. I find favor from God. That is why I am still living and taking life the way it comes. Yeah.
This incident that really happened to you, because of time, we'll not be able to go into it. But what did you learn from it? What's the one thing, that you say you took from the entire experience?
One lesson I learned, and I love telling people about it, if your partner tells you it is over, and after some time or some days, he calls back that he wants to see you, or she wants to see you, because it might be the both parties, it might not just be only the man that wants to do this to someone. Just tell them no. That was my regret. As me, I knew this is what he has in mind. I would have said no. Don't worry. Whatever you want to say, talk to me on phone. But it didn't paint it as if that was his intention. He presented himself as if he wants to apologize and let's go back to what we were doing before. But never knew his thought was to just end my life. But
Wow. Well, did you see any signs of toxicity in the relationship?
no, really, not at all. Not at
So
all.
you wasn't toxic in any way?
It wasn't. It wasn't. The only thing I noticed that maybe when he comes back from work, maybe something went wrong, he just wants to be on his own. You try talking to him, he doesn't want to respond, so he's just on his own there. But, you know,
So imagine the shock when all that happened. That was from 0 to 100. Really?
yeah,
It was from 0 to 100.
yes, it was.
How long did it take you to recover and find yourself and your self-esteem? How do people react to, I saw some of your old pictures, and I saw how beautiful, and you're still beautiful, because beauty is definitely from within.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I could imagine you, I think I saw some of your comment when you say you look at your old pictures, and you feel really,
Yes, it's traumatized. So many times I look at my old pictures and like, wow, this is how I look like, and this is how I look. When you're walking on the road and when you get a facial contact with somebody, when the person look at you like, is this a ghost or a human? So I feel discouraged so many times. So that's why I'm just praying to God to raise some fund so that I can go back and do the facial surgery. So that's just the challenge, the way they look at you, the way they address you, they look at you as if you're not meant to live, but they don't know the true story of what happened. They don't know where you're coming from. If only they knew what happened to this person, they were like, no, God, you did this. This is only God.
Well, what keeps you going?
It's just the music and the word of God that I've gained for so many years. I've learned to hold on to Him, because Him alone, it's only Him that can do it. Nobody. So I held on to the word of God, and I held on to the gift of life that you're giving the second chance to live with God. So that is only what is keeping me, and my music. When the doctor told me that I'm not able to use my voice anymore, that I should just take it the way I see it, I told God, I said, this is not over yet. He told me it's not over. So it is not over. I need to use this voice for you. Before the incident happened, I've been using it for you, and I still want to use it for you. I don't want any delay. I don't want any barrier from the devil telling me that this is what you know how to do. You'll not be able to do it. So I took it upon myself and I had a communication with God. I told him, I said, do this for me. I want to tell the whole world about it through my song and my testimony. And miraculously, here I am.
Honestly, I must confess that when I heard the song, it was a very beautiful piece.
Yeah.
It sounded really good, and the message is quite profound. And I'm so proud of you. We're so proud of how you found strength from that situation, and how you've made lemonade from your lemons, basically. But this song in particular, at what point did you say, you know what, I'm ready to sing in spite of how I sound?
That was there was a time this is the fourth time I almost end my life.
Wow.
That period, I took up my phone. I was looking at myself. I said, "Wow, Joy, it is over. Just call it quits here." And the moment I was about to take in that substance, I heard a voice. It said, "I'm the air that you breathe." The song. So you have me. You don't need to do anything to yourself. I heard it. It was clear. It was as if somebody was in my room talking to me. But I realized there was nobody. There was only one in the house. So I got that message from the spirit, and I said, no, I need to run with it. So Joy, it is not over. So do not say it is over, because it's not over. And that was when I got the song by the Spirit of God. I started working on it. The lyrics came and the motivation came. I said, I need to go to the studio to see how far this voice can go. And beautifully when it came out, and it has been blessing a lot of people. It has been blessing a lot of people. And I told God, you just started something in me, and by the time I'm done with the surgery, just to get some fund and do the facial surgery and come back to shape. Not even, if not 100%, but looking different from what I'm looking now, because the way especially you get from people, it's frustrating.
It is.
It's frustrating and it's heartbroken.
It is.
But
yeah, it's like they look at you and just judge you instantly, and all that. So how much would the surgery cost?
They said the doctor said 3 million.
Okay.
Except for the major surgery, let's have 2.5, then 500,000 for the drugs and all that. Yeah. So we're looking at
So what does it do to your face completely? Would they change it? Will you look different?
Like what I said, they're going to cut off some flesh on my tummy fat, from my thighs to fill it up.
Okay.
This side I have some implants here. That's why I'm having there's stuff like this. So there's an implant here. So I don't know if they're still going to work on this, but what he told me was they're going to cut off some fat from my belly and my thighs to fill it up. That's going to get better, but if not 100%, but it's going to look better than what we're seeing right now. Yeah.
3 million naira. All right, I hope that you'd find that. I don't know how we're going to make, but I know that God that made the way for you will definitely find a way that this money is going to come out, and then you would be in the most perfect shape of your life, and you won't have to think about depression or suicide anymore. Thank you so much for being so strong. Thank you for standing out. A lot of people out there don't even have a face like yours, and they're still trying to commit suicide. And thank you so much for being so strong, and for standing in the gap, and for putting your music out there to encourage and inspire people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we get to do a part 2 of this. Maybe you get to come again. And hear the full story and all of that, because a lot of people had a lot to say. Even as you come in, I had a lot of calls, but I can't take them because of time. Well, hopefully we'll have to do a part 2. How can people find you on social media, by the way?
Okay, my social media on YouTube is Joy Easy 2024. On Instagram is Isioma Ndubueze Joy. Then on Facebook is Easy Joy.
Okay.
Then on TikTok, Easy Joy.
Okay, so if you want to find Easy Joy, you have 3 million, you have 10 million, you have anything to support, or you want to support the ministry, or just want to be inspired, or just want to be a part of her fans or community, want to be closer, you want to just be inspired, please check out our pages online at Joy Easy. This has been Deep Waters with Deborah Waters. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks to all who called in, was part of the show. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I'll be back again on Wednesday at 5 to 6 p.m. for another amazing show for you. I hope you're able to learn 1 or 2 things, and to remember to always choose yourself first. Sometimes these things happen for a reason, but again, God is always there to put you through at the end of the day. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.